Okay, let's start this again. Hey everyone, how's it going? Listen, this is my like, I'm not gonna say how many, but this has been a couple attempts later on making this video, simply because there are things that are like happening out of my control. I'm getting random notifications on my computer, phone's acting up, and I'm getting this weird audio static within the mic. It's just not really going too well. But I mean, hey, I really don't mind it. So let me just kind of like take the glasses off and let me just like talk for a little bit. Okay, so let me get into this. Let me get to the main thing, and that's something I want to talk about, and it's the idea of productivity. You've probably seen the title of the thumbnail and the video. I have not seen it yet, so congratulations, you're seeing the future before I am. It's pretty fucking cool. But anyways, the one thing I did want to get at is talk about that for some reason, because I didn't mean to move that. Because I noticed that whenever making these commentaries, I wanted to talk about particular topics, or at least just on that particular idea, and just go with it and just see what happens, and like bring in life experiences and how I feel about it, all that type of chat stuff. Just talking. Literally, it's just a nightly conversation I'm doing right now. Okay, it's literally it. So whenever I made that last video, I was really excited for it. I was like, oh wow, this is pretty sweet, because I was able to use, my own life experiences on how I felt about social media and all this stuff. And then, so it got me thinking, like, let me try this out again, but with a different topic. And the idea of something that I'm really like getting into is the idea of real productivity. But before I get into this video, let me say this again. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it, comment down below. It doesn't have to be anything positive. You can say like your gripes with my little channel, and I will completely adhere to it. I am completely open to any form of helpful criticism. Does not bother me whatsoever. I understand some people don't like that. I genuinely do like the idea of helpful criticism, because it does help me grow as a channel and as a person. It sounds weird, but knowing that there are certain things that I could fix about myself to improve, that's something I really want to work on. But anyways, I say like and subscribe just because it'll help YouTube recognize my channel as having full engagement with y'all, basically, and if just overall on this platform. So like that, it will start recommending me to more people. That's the one thing I'm honestly fighting. Quick off topic rant. That's the one thing I'm honestly fighting, though, is just trying to get YouTube to recognize my channel as a full-blown, like, yeah, this is a channel, bro. Like I'm just waiting for that, like a moment where YouTube will be like, you know what, let's start recommending you to more people. It did that before, because I was a newer channel, and it popped off a little bit, but as time went on, it really slowed down. So it's like, okay, I understand. And also, it hasn't helped for the fact that I have stopped posting on my other social medias except for Instagram. I post here and there, but it does probably go alongside along like that effect. I need to start coming up with ideas for that. Posting like on a TikTok. Again, I don't know if I'm still banned on that thing. I digress. Let me go back to the main thing. So anyways, I asked for that. Just subscribe, like, share, whatever. Support the channel. It helps out. It doesn't matter. I like it. It helps you out. But the one thing that I really do want to talk about is that idea of productivity. Not that long ago, I ordered some workbooks online, because I'm really starting to focus on a few, I would say, hobbies more intently than usual. Whenever I do get into a different hobby, I'm into it for like a week and see if it sticks. If it sticks, it'll last for a while. There's a few things I do in my life that I want to keep private, because I really do enjoy them, and I really do like that type of shit. However, some of them I am completely open about, because I've mentioned them on this channel, is specifically volleyball, and of course YouTube. You know YouTube because I'm fucking doing this right now. I'm talking to the microphone. You see something in the background. It's pretty sweet. That's how it is. So it's like, okay, it makes sense. Like, yeah, you would understand, or you would get that, yo, hey, this is a nice little hobby. I'm really enjoying it, and I am taking it seriously, because I do take all my hobbies seriously. Another one I just so happen to take seriously is volleyball. Keep in mind, I know fucking dog shit about volleyball. I practice it, and I just fucking do whatever I gotta do. I learn as much as I can from other people, whether they're in my friend group. I don't know who they are. I just ask them questions, or I go online and watch training videos, or just watch other professional sports players go and see an analytical point of view of the game. That's all I do. It's really interesting. I do enjoy it, and it's something I got into during the whole pandemic instance. So again, I'm very new to the idea of volleyball, but it really does I really do enjoy it. It's so much fun. Oh my god. But because of that, I never really took it to like that stage of like, let me sit down and actually study the sport to its fullest. Not back then. Yeah, I'll say back then, up until this point, all I did was practice. It's literally it's practice. That's all I do every other day. Like today, for example, is a practice day. After I make this video and upload it, I'm basically dead off the internet because the internet sucks up the entire thing whenever it wants to upload. So there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just kind of like, okay, I guess I'll kill myself. So instead, I'll just go do that physically, and that's what I go do. I just go and do a workout, and I implement volleyball drills within it. All I really do is just setting and just receives. That's literally it, because I don't really have a good space, and plus, it's kind of I don't know if you know this. There's a hurricane outside. It's pretty fucking cool. I do thoroughly enjoy it, but nonetheless, I don't really go anywhere to go and actually outdoor practice type shit. I do everything indoors over here, and I do everything outside in my little backyard. I do all that stuff there. Anyways, it's just practice with all that stuff. But I really never got into the full sitting down and actually reading about every general rule, play, and like all the analytical points of it. So it's like, okay, let me really think about this. So just like last week or so, I went online, ordered a few books, ordered a few workbooks, drill books, and just like overall basics about volleyball. I don't know how this topic got into volleyball productivity, but I think I'm gonna go segue into it. Just wait, it all glees together. So because of that, I got these books, and I for the people that do know me, I am a big reader. I fucking love it. I thoroughly enjoy it. As soon as I even I went back in El Escuela, I never really read because my main goal was trying to get out of that fucking place. But now that I got out of it, it's like, okay, I still want to continue my education in some form or manner. So I just continued reading. That's literally it. So now that I got these books right here, I will say for that 1 week, it was a hesitant idea to really take the game seriously, to the point where it's like, oh my god, this is gonna be something else. So I kind of just holstered on that. But until I started truly reading the first workbook, what I really had to do, it was really explained to me on how I just really needed to just be just on point on the productivity of my day and my time. I already know that I'm real strict with that. I already know that I'm real strict on my time, where the whole week is basically dedicated to my work and whatever I do, except for Saturdays and Sundays. Whenever Saturdays and Sundays come, that's basically for the boys. I have fun with them, I play with them, I do all fucking dumb shit. I have a lot of time. Okay, that's literally it. So I do my absolute best to make time for those days for them. It's literally it. But after that, that's the rest of it. It's strictly dedicated to my work. And now that I'm really trying to focus on it, it's like, oh yeah, now one of them is just obviously volleyball. And of course, people that already did know me in the past, they already knew that I really took that game seriously, to the point where it was kind of just weirdly weird. I will say that it was weird because I fucking, I take a volleyball wherever I go. If I go to the store, there's a volleyball in my vehicle with me. Okay, if I might play out a little bit out in the parking lot. It's just how it is. I literally don't go anywhere without that thing. So because of that, it's like, okay, let's go a little bit further into this rabbit hole of trying to really learn about this whole idea. So in this workbook, it was describing to me, I'm like, okay, what I really need to do is have a productive work schedule. My productive work schedule just so happens to conflict with a lot of other schedules, so it's like, okay, I'm able. And when I say that, I don't mean I have a busy schedule. No, I just mean overall in general. Listen, without going full in depth, my schedule is really messed up to the average person. It works for me perfectly, but for someone else, it's really difficult to live this schedule. I completely understand. So because of that, I already had a rigorous schedule. It was somewhat easy to implement these ideas into it. And it's the same thing. It's as soon as I wake up, it correlates perfectly with my last video. As soon as I wake up, I just gotta get up. I can't look at my phone. I can't mess with it. If I do, it'll be a quick glance to see any messages or phone calls that I gotten over the past night or whatever. It does happen. So I'll just grab it, take a quick gander. Okay, put it to the side and go start my morning routine. I go fix myself up, and then I just get ready for the day. I need to just prepare myself. I put on a little news channel that I listen to for a little bit while I get ready, everything's all good like that, I could really just like start the day and just get down to the point of like what I need to do. And I always have a workbook with me right now, a workbook with me, or I have my little ideal topics of what I need to do for that day that I'll make the night before, which is something I really dig into. I started to like just sit down and think about the things I need to do the next day, like that I could prepare and be ready for it without hesitating or without having that sense of dread, like, oh fuck, like I gotta, like, let me do it in different ways. Oh fuck, like I really gotta do that type of shit. Like I get it. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to make different voices, okay? But instead of like getting real like worked up about that whole thing, like dreading the idea of like what I need to fucking do, whether it be I need to sit down and actually come up with a fucking good idea topic for a video. I need to actually sit down, edit said video. I need to sit down, get said music for the video. I need to sit down, upload said video, and after that I'm basically dead because the internet sucks up everything for the past 12 years. Really nothing I could do about it. I just had to accept it. But because of that, it's like, okay, with that whole like schedule-esque in mind, it's keep in mind, it's in the early stages. I'm not saying I'm a perfect, like I wake up in the morning, this is what I gotta do. Like, keep in mind, there are days where I will wake up and it has come to my mind where it's like, I don't want to fucking get up, I don't want to do this. Like, come on, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I doing all this stuff? Why am I focusing so hard on YouTube? Why am I focusing so hard on fucking working out and playing volleyball? Like, what's with all that jazz? What am I doing that for? In reality, it's kind of just like, nah, I just need to do it just because like I have to. Like, there's no other point, there's no other reason. It's just like I just gotta do it because I got to. And at the end of the day, I'm not saying I regret any of it. I'm more hesitant on it. I thoroughly enjoy it. Like, sitting down right here right now, just talking to the microphone and just like letting out the idea of how I need to be a more productive person within my life. Like, it just really does, like, if I don't know the feeling I could describe to you, it just feels comfortable. Like, it genuinely feels like I'm doing something that I'm liking and I'm like having fun with, and it's like, okay, I like this, it's nice. And then even that's in the metaphysical sense of, like, you know, just talking on how I feel about it. Whenever I go and actually do something physical, then you physically feel good about it. Like, you'll just feel really good on the idea, like, oh my god, like, yeah, I did this fucking rigorous workout, but guess what? Like, I feel good. Like, I'm okay. Take a cold shower, I'm relaxed, eat good food. I'm like, damn, I'm feel pretty good. I feel like I have more energy now. I feel, you know, alive, if that makes sense. So having those ideas just in my mind where it's like, okay, to be productive, I gotta not waste some of these precious key moments in time, and one of them just so happens to be when you wake up in the morning. And also, it's all a mental game for me specifically. Like, physically, no problem, but mentally, like, yeah, there's a problem. There's a big fucking problem. It's hard to get over certain things. So knowing that I'm able to just like, it just without hesitation and just like, okay, I need to go and do this, and I need to reinforce that idea with all these ideals of like, okay, let me get to work on this. Let me do this. Let me do that. It'll be easy. No problem. So that's the whole idea of trying to find that productive route for me. I get that that there isn't really like a set, like, this is the best thing that you can do. I know that there are overarching like goals for people, and that there are ideas where that it really helps them out when it comes to this particular point where they need that motivation to like get moving, or they need that inspiration to get moving. Keep in mind, I am the exact same way. Sometimes I really do, I'm being honest with you, I need to be motivated in order to actually get up and do shit. That's why I do tell y'all, like, hey, like, you know, like the video, subscribe, watch the channel. It is a big motivator for me because it knows that my hard work is not, you know, in vain. It knows that, okay, I'm doing something good. I see that physically, because whenever, like, beforehand, I was like, you know, my god, and then now I'm like, my god. So it just kind of, you know, it's a whole thing. So it's, I know that's on a physical point of view, but for the mental point of view, it's like, okay, I get it. Like, it's just, there needs to be that inspiration. And there are days, 100%, I won't lie to you, there are days where you mentally just are drained and they just don't want to do shit. You don't want to fucking fuck with anyone. You don't want to do anything. You want to lay in bed and just fucking just exist. Just like be succumb to the ideas of just like sleep. Keep in mind, I love sleep. That's my main goal. However, it's like whenever I know I've gotten full rest, I'm okay, everything's okay, in the morning's all good. But knowing that in the back of my mind, it's like, I don't want to fucking get up. I don't want to do this type of shit. It's fucking stupid. Like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, I have to have that productive viewpoint of just getting the fuck up and going and doing and getting started. Like today, right now, making this video, just wanting to talk about the idea of productivity within my life and trying to implement it more with my work. This video, it took me a little while longer because of one, yes, there were outside factors that really kind of like stalled my progress within it, specifically with a bunch of notifications I kept on getting that kept on interrupting me speaking. And then also random like technical difficulties, like the randoms, like a mic staticky thing that would be happening in the background or in the video itself. Really didn't like that. So nonetheless, it was just something where it's like, okay, this took a while, it sucked, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like I know for a fact that I feel good knowing that I sat down and did this, that I just sat down and just came up with these ideas, got past all that BS, and just, okay, let's just talk about this for a quick second and how I'm implementing it in my life. And those are the ideas. It's like I'm just getting workbooks, I'm just working on this stuff, I'm doing quick studies, I'm just trying to get better, like focusing on my main two goals, which just so happens to be the ones I'm openly public about. All the other ones that are private, no one needs to know about. That's me. It's only me. Okay, maybe one day I'll be more keen to letting other people know, but as of right now, the main goals that I'm trying to really focus on that are public, and I am stating this, which is just YouTube and volleyball. Of course, those are the only two main goals I'm really focusing on right now. Of course, again, there are other shit in my life that I have going on, and I do focus on, some more than others, if you know what I mean. But I rather not say what they are because they're private, and then, you know, there is a sense of anonymity that I would like to keep within making this channel. I know there will be a point where I'm gonna have a fucking camera and be talking to that thing. It's gonna be weird, and that's gonna be a whole ordeal with me like working on. But right now, as I'm doing this whole microphone talking as a commentary, I'm perfectly fine with this for a little bit. And so far, I have noticed that as throwing myself in the deep end, I have gotten really better at communicating and having a nice, consistent, flowing conversation with this whole thing. Like, you know, instead of like how the first commentary was ever like, go check it out, it was one of the first videos I ever posted. It's just absolutely terrible. You can see that. But knowing that I moved from there to here, and knowing that it's furtherly progressing with the idea of just trying to be a productive individual whenever I do wake up and get my shit together, it's like, yeah, like, okay, it really helps out. So there are certain books I am reading. I'll probably get into more details on them later on. But as of right now, I just started that, like, because again, it was a daunting task to just like really commit myself to some of these things, and that started like a week ago. And now that I'm like, okay, now I'm getting more into it. Again, I'm not saying I'm perfect with this. I'm not saying I'm a fucking Jocko Willings whenever I go in the hardcore, like do all this type of shit and I get motivated. I wake up and like, fuck yeah. Like, no. Complete opposite. I'm just kind of like, listen, at the end of the day, it's a lo-fi channel, okay? Listen, it's a lo-fi channel. We're relaxed. We're calm. Nothing hardcore. That's exactly what I like, though. I get some people don't like that type of shit, but that's okay. I really do enjoy the nice, calm conversations at night. These nightly talks that we are doing. Because again, this conversation is happening at night. I don't know what I should call this though. I have ideas, but nonetheless, it reminds me of a quick. Before we end this whole thing, it does remind me of a whole midnight gospel type conversations where it's just one person talking at night, and I really do like that. But that name's already taken, and I absolutely love Duncan Trussell and the whole Midnight Gospel experience because of that. It's a big inspiration for like one of the reasons why I kind of started this channel. Be real honest with you. Nonetheless, I will get into all that stuff later, but this video is already getting a little too long, and I'm seeing that there is kind of a little flickering going on with my audio specs, and I do not like that. So I kind of too far deep into it, and I don't know how it's going to turn out when I edit. So I will end it right here. I'm going to say this one last time. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like it, share it, do whatever. You don't have to like it. You could like dislike if you want to. You can comment something negative in the comments. You can say something positive. It really doesn't matter. Anything helps out. I'm really more open to the idea of just helpful criticism. If not, if you don't want to do any of that stuff, if you're not interested in the channel, it's like, I understand. But I am thankful that you got this far to watch. So all I can really say now is thank you.